What's up, everyone? Welcome to the video. My name's Kenny and I'm resurrecting Kenny's cooking show. So today I'm going to be making while I'm sick, so my voice is pretty raspy. Can't talk very loud and it might sound a little nasally, but it is what it is. We got to get this video in. So I'm going to be making today some anabolic protein ice cream. So thank you to Greg Doucette. He's the one who really actually got me onto this. I do this recipe a little bit different. I actually tried it the first time and I really didn't like it. And I'm Team Ninja. So I ended up buying a full-on Ninja blender. I bought a full-on Ninja blender because I got really excited about this recipe. I made it and honestly I didn't enjoy it and I was pretty sad, but I was like, you know what, at least we got a new blender out of it. But I actually gave it another try and I actually love it now. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make it. I make it slightly different and I'm gonna show you right now in real time how I get it done. So the first thing I actually do, some almond milk. So I use about a half cup of almond milk. So I'm gonna add this in right now. If you guys can see, I'm using a food scale. So I literally just threw the blender on, I hit tare, so it starts at 0. And then I just get pouring. Don't pour the almond milk this way, pour it this way. It doesn't splash as much. So I'm just gonna go for a half cup here, or just like a little bit over is fine. So I got 143 mils, which is just over half a cup, and that's fine. And in no particular order, all I'm gonna do, guys, I add now, and honestly it's really gonna depend on, man, is my voice raspy? It's honestly gonna depend on whether or not, or I should say what kind of fruits you're using. And it's also gonna depend on the protein powder flavor that you're using. So based on that, this recipe can change a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it's gonna be pretty much the same kind of overall recipe, okay? So we got the almond milk. I've got cinnamon in here. Nothing special, just cinnamon. So I'm gonna sprinkle that in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a few packets of good old sweetener. Am I loud? Hey, Mom? No. Am I shaking up the house with my raspy voice? I'm live right now. Yeah. Okay, so the amount of sweeteners you guys can use in your recipe really is up to you. I have quite the sweet tooth, so I like using quite a lot of these. If you don't like it as sweet, don't use as much. If you're scared that it's gonna somehow give you, as Greg says, cancer, which, you know, I hope not, because then a lot of us fitness people would be honestly in trouble. And I'm making a lighthearted joke there. Obviously, nothing funny about anybody getting cancer, but use as much of the artificial sweeteners you want. I think it's fine. It just makes it taste a little bit sweeter. On that same note, guys, the biggest difference for me that's made this recipe a big win for me is I don't use ice. What I do is I use extra frozen fruit. That extra frozen fruit is gonna make sure it has that taste, that creamy taste, and it thickens up and it's nice and cold. And it's a lot of volume, but it won't ruin the taste. I promise you, this is the thing that made me now like protein ice cream, whereas before I did not. So I'm gonna go with some delicious frozen strawberries for the gains. Some good lighting here. Now it is an anabolic protein ice cream, so I gotta show you guys some of the anabolics. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna stop flexing. So I'm gonna use, so I pre-weighed how much I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna use about 400 grams of strawberries. Now it's a little bit more, I guess, than say you would normally use, but again, I'm not using ice, so I'm using extra fruit. If anything, strawberries are pretty low calorie anyways. You're not getting anything bad. If anything, you're getting something good. Last time I checked, you're not gonna get fat eating strawberries. So go ahead and add, for me, I'm adding 400 grams. I'm just gonna shake it into the blender. Okay, so I've got 430 grams of the strawberries there. Adjustment. Okay, so now get that out of the way. So now I'm gonna add the protein powder. So I've already pre-weighed or pre-entered into my calorie tracker how much of each ingredient I'm gonna use, because I wanted to know for the day. I wanted to know for the day how much I would get in, so I pre-planned everything, right? So I'm gonna be using 40 grams of whey protein. This is a protein power whey complex. I highly recommend this brand, BioX. Tastes absolutely delicious. I've got the banana flavor, so we are rocking with a banana strawberry ice cream tonight. You can also use chocolate. I do have a chocolate. So again, I just press tear, and then I just fill up till it says about 40. Okay, that's 40 there. So protein powders in, fruits in, cinnamon, and I've got this light 50% less calories syrup. It's not Walden Farms, but it's pretty low calories. For 3 tablespoons, it's which is 45 mils, it's 80 calories. So I'm not even gonna use a full serving, and I'm not even gonna care to necessarily track it. I tracked it as about like 40, 50 calories. So for that, I'm just gonna do one of those, and that's it. So I told you guys I like a sweet tooth. This is ice cream after all. I do want it to taste sweet, so I do add this. You don't have to add this. You can just add more sweetener, or if you don't want it as sweet, go ahead and do that. So if we just wrap it up here, almond milk, fruit, protein powder, and then spices basically of your choice, the cinnamon, whatever other things you want to do. If you want to spice it up and add some vanilla extract, some nutmeg, whatever else you want to add in there, you can make it taste even better. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna stick this, I'm gonna blend it. So I'm gonna take you guys over here with me. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend it on low first, then medium, and then high. And in between, I'm gonna scrape the sides. I'm gonna scrape the sides. I don't know about you guys, but my Ninja turns off after a certain amount of time. I think that's what they do, right? I think that's a Ninja thing. So I'm gonna let it turn off, and then I'm gonna scrape the sides, turn it back on, let it turn off, and I'm gonna repeat that scraping process about 3 times. And oh, I forgot an ingredient. Actually, I was just gonna say, in order to allow this this ice cream to thicken up, you want to allow enough scrapings. I actually forgot to add the secret ingredient. So xantham gum. You guys can also add other kinds of things like this. Like I've heard of guar gum. I'm sure there's other ones that I have no idea about. But go ahead and add like 1/4 teaspoon. I'm actually going to show you guys what that looks like. So I'm just gonna take a teaspoon here, and I'm literally just taking like this much, because you really don't want to add too much of this stuff, otherwise it will hurt your stomach, but a little bit goes a long way. So I'm gonna stick that in there so that the extra scrapings will allow everything to set in together. Let this mixture kind of rise. And just make sure that every bite that you get, everything mixes up, because you'll notice when you're scraping the sides, the stuff does get stuck. And it just gives the xantham gum, like I said, just some time to kind of mix in with everything, let everything rise and get really creamy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this and then give you guys a taste test when it's all done. So I just want to show you guys what this looks like. So this is me scraping the sides. So as you can see, like, there was quite a lot of stuff stuck on the sides. So you do want to repeat this quite a few times. But it's really starting to thicken up quite nicely. So I'm a little scared because I'm gonna have to do that test to see if it dumps on my head, and it better not, because I'm gonna be quite cheesed. Okie dokie, so just gonna wrap up this video now, guys. So here we go. We have the end product, and apparently, according to Greg and many people that make this, it's not actual protein ice cream. Unless you can, I think I just hit the light. Unless you can do this. So it is in fact protein ice cream. Okay, so pretty much, guys, with this recipe, like I said, depending on the fruits that you use and depending on the flavor of protein powder, you can really mix this up. You can add cocoa to this, you can add different spices. You can really make this very different. I've made like a chocolate peanut butter cup banana with cocoa powder flavor, so it really just depends. As far as measurements goes, amount of fruit, amount of protein powder, that again really depends on what your goals are, and honestly you can play around with it too and add pretty much however much you like. If you need more protein for the day, make it more. If you need to add other things to make it more dense, you want to add PB2 powder or whatever you want to add to it. Honestly, have some fun with it. There's a lot of different ways you can make this, and this made a good like 1.5 liters. So I love making this stuff, especially when on a diet. Honestly, it fills me up quite a bit. It fills my stomach up to the point where it honestly feels like it's bursting, which sounds kind of messed up, but for those of you dieting out there, you know exactly that feeling is kind of nice to have on a diet. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this 1.5 liters of basically protein and fruit. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.